everyone, it's Megan Elizabeth with AboveRubyStudio.com. I have a cheesy, fun, different kind of tutorial. I thought it could either be a gift for Valentine's Day. I'm going to use it for just basic home decor. I think my kids will get a kick out of it. I think they'll think it's cute. And it uses a couple different mediums and a couple different craft styles to create something different and fun. I'm going to be using some craft vinyl. I'm going to do some metal stamping. Going to do a little bit of inking. And hope it all works out. But I had this charger plate that I've been wanting to decorate for a while. It's just, seriously, I picked it up for 50 cents at a craft store. It was $1.99, but it was literally on clearance for 50 cents. So I picked it up. It's just plain black, and I was like, oh, I'll decorate it with vinyl at some point. I'll put something cute on it, maybe a monogram, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, everybody does monograms, you know, like everybody. On a charger plate. And I wanted to do something cutesy for Valentine's Day. So what I thought I would do, that's not going to stay at all. So I have a little plate stand too. I also have this huge spoon that I picked a couple of these up at a dollar store. So I think either 2 or 4 came in a pack for $1. So they were either 25 cents or 50 cents a piece, like super cheap. And then Impress Art a while back sent me the Bridget stamp set, a stamp block, the swirly heart, a hammer, and a couple other things to kind of get started. So what I did was, I have already ready to go. I have to cut it out yet in vinyl. I did Hey Diddle on my Gypsy. I used the Gypsy font and welded it together. So I made it nice and big to go in the center of my charger, and then I put a couple hearts with it. So you can really get the full effect of how big it is. It's 7 and almost 1/4 inch wide by almost 4 inches tall. And this is 8 inches around, 8.5 inches around in the center of the charger plate. So this is going to be the tricky part, because I've never attempted doing stamping on any type of curved surface. And I was going to flatten out the spoon a little bit more, but it's not like a totally, like you can see, it's a pretty flat spoon already. And I don't want to totally take away from the integrity of the spoon being a spoon. And I thought it was, so I don't know if you're following this. It says Hey Diddle on the charger, and I'm going to do Diddle on the spoon, because in the nursery rhyme, Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle, in the end, the dish ran away with the spoon. So I thought it was like kind of cute, like the spoon and dish go together. And I've been going back and forth. Like I thought about putting like dish with a heart on it on the spoon, and like spoon with the heart. So you can like have fun with this. If you have like a really good idea of something cheesy cute to do, please message me, because this has been like in the back of my head for a couple weeks. And now is the first opportunity I've had to be in the craft room with all the hospital visits and stays to actually execute something. So Hey Diddle Diddle is what we're gonna go for here. I'm gonna use some snazzy tape to, 1, tape this to my stamp block, and 2, make a straight edge line. And I think that might not be enough. We're gonna try. So I'm not actually going like straight across the spoon. I'm gonna make a straight line in the spoon for my metal stamps to catch on. And then I actually want to, because I kind of just want to go in an angle a little bit. This is going to be really interesting. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, because I love metal stamping. Like, it's fun. It is like an awesome new, I don't want to say obsession, because I haven't gone obsessed with it, but I've made a lot of different things, like little charms and fun things for different friends using my metal stamps. Never did it on a curved surface. So we're just going to try. You can see the letters are on the outside of the stamp here, if you can kind of see that, I hope. Maybe not. I don't know. My camera doesn't want to work today. It doesn't like focusing for some reason. There's a little D right there. And it's tiny. Like, this is a tiny font. This Bridget font is so tiny. So we're going to have like plenty of room, and I'm going to space this out so I don't, Diddle, and then the heart. And we're just going to give it like firm wax. We're going to let the D come down and catch on the tape, like right at the edge. And we're just going to hope and pray this works out well. You just need to give it like a really firm whack. So, alright, so me being me, I want to try to see it a little bit better. I'm going to try to use a different font set. I don't know what this font set is. You can read it. Like, I can read it from here, but I feel like you're not going to get it when it's too far away, and maybe you won't with this either, but I'm going to try this different font set on a different spoon. Like I said, cheap spoons. And this is an uppercase set. Now this one's a little bit more tricky. You have to like really pay attention. Like these are not as nice because they don't mark like which way it is, so you have to like really pay attention to the stamp and make sure you're going the right direction. D-I-D-D-L-E. So we're going to start with the D. Right? It's supposed to go this way, right? And it gets confusing. Like, it really does. If it's not marked, it's confusing. Definitely. Thick as my... That's a lot better. It's a lot clearer to read. You probably still can't read it on the thing. But, trust me. At least in person, it's a lot clearer. Like, you don't have to be up close looking at it so tightly that you're like, huh? Okay, I'm going to do a heart down here because I did it up higher on the spoon. Whoops. And that all turned on me. So we're going to just try again. I'm going to kind of turn it, and it'll make, like, interlocking hearts. Cute! It's like a cute little interlocking. Alright, that worked. Now we got to grab Sharpie again. And, like, super fill it in. Should be able to fill in the stamp and wipe away enough quickly, if you do it quickly enough, to give it that contrast. You can also use some like acrylic paints or StazOn inks. Different inks will work. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is fun. Okay, you should be able to read that a lot better, right? How cute! Oh my word, alright. I'm a dork, but I'm kind of excited by this idea. Alright, now I'm truly going to come back to you with the vinyl. Okay, so I'm going to start weeding out my vinyl. And, if I can, hope that my Cricut cut it okay, because my Cricut has been really, really acting up. But it did. Yay. I was more worried about the heart than anything. I think, well, that D might be a little messed up. Yeah, it looks like that D ripped. Got snagged. But I think I can salvage it. Yeah, I can salvage it. Craft knife to weed out the interiors of everything. And then I will really just push that D back together. Alright. So if you want to do any adjusting to it or anything, go ahead and do it now. Like, I want to turn this heart a little bit so that they're not all going one direction. And I think that'll all come out okay. That D's just a little ripped, but I'm going to just press it down on the plate once I get it on there, and I should be okay. Try to clean up this edge just a little bit more. I'm just going to use some regular transfer paper, transfer tape. Try to get as lined up straight as possible. On the lines. This is the rub-on tool from Basic Gray. It works really well for doing vinyl and different things. There's a little like roller ball at the end, so you can really get into tiny details when you're doing more intricate work. Now, what I like to do is I like to remove my backing sheet from my transfer paper. I can keep the backing sheet tighter to itself, and it releases a lot easier and cleaner than trying to remove the transfer paper and the vinyl from the backing sheet. It's it's just an easier way to do it. So just flip it upside down and roll it across. And that is my dot for my eye. How did he get way up there? All right. Now you just want to grab your plate and have fun lining it up. All right, and then you just want to slowly keep that transfer tape to itself. Keep it peeled down, like that it's tight against each other. And then remove it back. And then if anything peels up, just make sure you press it down as you go. But you should be pretty good. Okay, seriously, I love this. I love how this turned out. This is exactly what I had in mind. I just want to add a few more. I just want to add a few more touches. I'm going to add a little bit of ribbon, for example. Alright. So now I am going to actually like glue this together. I'm going to use my Extreme Tack adhesive squares from Glue Arts, and just on the highest points of the spoon, and even one on the ribbon, keep it in place. Just going to place an adhesive square on there, and it honestly should stick really well right on down there, even to the metal and the plastic charger plate. Oh, I am a dork and a half, but I think this is cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial today. You got a little bit of everything, a little bit of metal stamping, a little bit of vinyl, a little Cricut, a little ribbon wrestling, and so much more. And then you can just grab your plate stand or pie stand or whatever you want to call it. And you know what? I think I need a bigger one than this, but I have another one around here somewhere. So I will find one, and this is going to go up in the living room upstairs. So have a great day, guys. I'll see you again soon. Enjoy the moments.